Hey there folks, I'm here on the grounds of the U.S. National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. It's a beautiful building, really nice grounds. You see this gorgeous southern magnolias over here. There's lots of cool plants planted here, but check out those insane bald cypresses and dawn redwoods up there. Those are some of the biggest ones I have ever seen. And it must have been planted here a long time ago. The cathedral actually, crazy. It was actually started construction in 1909. The cornerstone was laid, and it took 81 years to complete. It wasn't completed until 1990, so 1909 to 1990, which is pretty nuts when you think about it. For it to take that long to construct, really crazy. But I just want to share with you guys, give you guys a little walking tour of this, almost like a mini arboretum here, because you have this woods area here. I think it's called the Olmsted Woods. It's one of the only remaining tracts of old growth woods in the District of Columbia. It's actually an incredibly tiny piece of wood, just goes right through there. It's the area across the street, just goes like through a couple hundred feet. It's really small, but yeah, it's one of the only remaining tracts of old growth forest. But check these out. Look at the size of these bald cypresses here. This one has got to be like at least 90 feet or something like that. I mean, that is a huge bald cypress. Just nuts. And you can see this yew species. I don't know what species of yew exactly this is, but it's just a huge yew. I mean, these things stay really small and just nuts. Beautiful southern magnolia. I love seeing those here. Unfortunately, even in the Olmsted Woods and all over the place here, there's lots of English ivy. It's just an incredibly invasive weed, and I'm certainly no fan of. But yeah, check this out. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So you've got these ones here. So yeah, these ones are dawn redwoods. I guess that one's a dawn redwood. Yeah, both of these are dawn redwoods here. And you can just see the bark's definitely a lot more matted, folds, and it's also obviously red. And then the bald cypress over here, I still get them confused all the time. They're very similar looking. And look at this. Look at how nuts this is. These musabaju are still fully green. Those ones not so much, but look at that. Just crazy. The musabaju are still fully green. And you can see just how crazy that is. Beautiful bald cypress there. These trees are just unbelievably big. And then, again, they've been planted here for so long. Just crazy. A really beautiful spot. Yeah, up here. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous tree. And check that out. So that's a dawn redwood there. Again, in the old age, once it gets so old, it's hard to distinguish them almost. But you could see, just really gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. Southern magnolia there. And just absolutely massive, giant bald cypress there. Over here is probably my favorite tree, which is a coast redwood, which is a lot more rare than the dawn redwood, which is an extremely common tree. And these are the least hardy of the three redwood species. The coast redwood and the giant sequoia, both from California, but the giant sequoia is native up into the mountains at high elevations. This is just native to the coast, so it's much less hardy, and you won't really find big specimens much north of here. And obviously this is a small specimen, but there are some nice big ones in the area. Beautiful red bark, lots of suckers, and little like offshoots coming out of the trunk. Not really suckers, but you know what I mean. Beautiful. Beautiful tree, and again, it's been here for I don't know how long exactly, probably at least 15-20 years, and it's just a beautiful specimen. It's a small one, obviously, very, very small, you know, a seedling compared to the ones out west, but really beautiful tree, and I love them. They're really, really gorgeous. And then up here we have a lacebark pine, also known as a white-barked pine. This is Pinus bungiana, native to central and northern China. I think it's one of the most beautiful pine species, really, with the bark. I mean, look at this bark. It really is like a true white pine. But I mean, look at that. Just how gorgeous it is. And it peels away in these sort of odd, you know, circular and ovular type shapes, revealing this really beautiful white pattern. Absolutely gorgeous tree, really magnificent. And I'm really glad that this is here. And again, this is a really hardy pine species. Like I said, native to central and northern China. I think it's hardy like well into zone 5 or something like that. So you can grow these trees very far north, and even where they're native to is much, much, much colder than here. But really, really gorgeous. And you can see that beautiful view with the, you know, setting sun a bit with the cathedral right there, and a beautiful bald cypress right there. Just a magnificent place. You guys, you know, if you're in the area, this is like the view from the top of the cathedral overlooks the whole city, because not only is the cathedral huge, but it's on this huge hill about 400 feet elevation, and you can see, actually look at that, you can see the Washington Monument. I don't know if you can quite see it, but that little spire right there, that's the Washington Monument way in the distance. Super neat, but I'm still shocked. I haven't been back here in a while. But these, look at this, these Musabaju are still fully green, basically. Crazy. And again, it is November 30th. These should not be like this, but wow, amazing. They're just starting to turn. That one a little bit more so. Magnificent. All right, folks, I just want to share that with you because I thought that was super cool. And I can't believe the Baju, I mean, look at that. Totally nuts. Huge bald cypress here, and this thing's gotta be like a century old. And these dawn redwoods are just magnificent. And they are actually, all three of these species are deciduous. Both of these species are deciduous conifers, which obviously means they lose their leaves in winter, unlike most conifer species, but they do retain them quite late into the season, as you can see. And they do have a nice sort of golden color this time of year, but they will lose those needles and then regrow them in spring, which unlike most conifers, which are evergreen like this. So really beautiful place. Just want to share that with you folks, and I hope you enjoy. Hope you yeah, if you're in the GC area, you know, you can come by here. It's just a beautiful little space to walk around. There's lots of gardens and incredible views overlooking the city. It's a special place. All right, folks, look at that. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Have a good one. Take care. This is the little walking tour around the, I don't know what you call it, arboretum type place at the U.S. National Cathedral. Beautiful coast redwood, and it's just magnificent. Take care, folks.